Scratching my arse there.
Welcome back to another vlog. This is 4 days in a row now. Can you be proud of that? Harry only got up once last night. It is currently 6:30 in the morning, but he only got up once, so I can't really complain about that. He is up right now watching the Teletubbies, so I can't do my normal routine going on the computers, but when he goes to sleep, if everyone else is still in bed, I'll do everything else then. So, little update with Holly. Yesterday, she only got 2 shakes again, and realistically, gonna have to be the feeding tube. She really doesn't want to get it, and I understand why. I really don't want her to get it, because you've got to stay in hospital potentially days. Whilst it's all about Holly, and I totally agree, it's all about Holly. I don't want Holly to be in the hospital by herself. I want to be there with her, and then it comes down to, well, how do you solve childcare? How do you get them to school? How do you pick them up? How do you get them to go to boxing? How do you get them to, how do you watch a newborn baby? So there's a lot of factors around actually getting the feeding tube. That's why we didn't get it in the first place. Although Holly's dad and mum would watch the kids, it's quite a lot to be asking them to like watch them potentially 3 days to 5 days. Now, it could potentially be a straight in, straight out job. Like 1 day, I mean, like 1 day overnight. That is potentially an option, but it depends how bad Holly's situation is depends on how many days she'll need in hospital. If she's really bad, which I think she is, because she nearly collapsed in the shower yesterday. She's only getting 2 shakes, like I've just said. She needs 7, so there's a massive calorie deficit. Although it sounds a bad situation, all getting the feeding tube, at least she's going to get all the nutrition she needs. She's going to get the calories she needs. She's going to get all the stuff the body needs. And it's going to be no effort, because right now it's such a huge effort with all the sores around the throat. A throat like swelling up, a tongue hurting. It's such a challenge, and she's getting no reward because she can't taste a single thing. This is a unique situation because I think the average person, the average age of the person that gets this type of cancer is normally about 55. So Holly's only 29. So it is a unique situation where people, well, do have kids, I guess. So we'll have to see what we do tomorrow, and then we'll have to just decide then. I also forgot to do the ASDA click and collect yesterday, or the ASDA ordering, or whatever it is. Holly usually does it, but I forgot to remind her, so it's not, and we normally get delivered, but they don't do same day delivery, so we're gonna have to do a click and collect, and I'm probably gonna have to take the kids to Rye up to collect all the food, because as they don't do it, it's not something I can put off, because Tommy's on packed lunch at school and we've literally got nothing in the house basically, so I've just got to do it, I guess. I'm gonna have to go to Rye up, so it is what it is. Something that has put a smile on Holly's face, and I don't mean that disrespectful, but something that has perked the mood up is the holiday we booked. We're gonna go to Turkey. I mentioned yesterday that we messaged the complex about us being influencers, but if that's what you want to call it anyways, I suppose we are influencing people's lives with our cancer journey. So I've personally had messages saying, I'm pleased you've uploaded your videos because I've gone to the doctors and I've got a lump and I've got cancer, which that does sound brutal, and it is. It's brutal getting told that you've got cancer. However, catching it early is such a massive thing, so I guess I am an influencer. And I think that's going to be the main thing today and the next coming days, just trying to keep motivation up with Holly. Nobody knows Holly better than me, and Holly needs motivation. The one thing she doesn't want to see is me down in the dumps. Like, I try and avoid that as much as possible. I don't think she's ever seen us down in the dumps, if I'm totally honest. Yes, it's a struggle. Am I struggling? No. Is it a struggle? Yes. But I'm not gonna mope about to Holly going, oh, it's crap and all this, because that is not what she needs in her life right now. A few hours sleep, less sleep during the night, a couple of night feeds, not a big deal compared to what she's going through, so trying to keep the spirits up as much as possible. And just an honest point from me, 6 months ago, before all this happened, I would only see the kids like a couple of hours a day because I was at work. This right now, our live switching, this doesn't come natural to me, watching kids. I know that sounds brutal because they're actually my kids, but when I go to work, I come in and I play with them. Like, we'll have like wrestling matches, I braille them, like I hoil them about, like they love all that sort of stuff, but having to switch that up and then be dad instead of Lee, I guess, because I wouldn't really be dad to them. I would like just mess about with them and just play with them. I was more like playful dad, where now I've got to be dad and try and fit in playful dad, and it's very hard because, like I say, it's not natural for me to be like this. So me and Harry, I'm gonna guess me and Harry's gonna have a different relationship when he gets a bit older, because it's pretty much me being there from birth for Harry, and I don't know, it kills us because I know Holly wants to be there for him. One thing we are gonna do when Holly's like a bit more recovered, when she's got a lot of her taste back, when she's up on her feet a bit more, we are gonna hire out a room of a favourite place where we used to go for tea like twice a week, Valentino's. We're going to hire out upstairs and we're going to get as many takeaway foods there as possible. We're going to get the macaroni and cheese, we're going to get the pizzas, we're going to get all sorts there. We're going to get all the family together, and it's going to be like a little, I don't know, celebration party, I guess, if you celebrate this stuff, I guess. But we're going to get all the family there, we're going to get pizza, we're going to get all sorts. Another little hack for the social medias. Basically, I cannot spell. My spelling is absolutely shocking. So what I do is I go on ChatGPT and I see exactly what we've been doing on the video. So see it, for example, I'm doing day 26 now of Holly's radiotherapy treatment. I'll see it on ChatGPT what has actually happened in that day, and then what it does is it generates all the stuff I've said, and obviously all the spelling is amazing, and then I ask her what's the best hashtags to use using Google search engine. So basically it's like it understands exactly what to use. So I'll show you now. So day 26 from Lee's point, so this is everything I've wrote in, and this is the hashtag. So all I do now is just copy and paste that and copy and paste the hashtags. ChatGPT is so good, like it's really good. So anyone who isn't using it and you can use it, start using it, because it is very good, and you can personalize it. It understands you. I know that sounds daft, but the more information you give it, the more information it gives you back. You have to use it as like, you have to pretend it's like a 4-year-old kid, and you've got to put every bit of information in it so it can understand. The more information you give it, the more it gives you back. Get this done in the next 10 minutes and then it's done for the day, so I do honestly hope we're at like the all-time high of the pain, because this is rough. This, like, it's not nice seeing Holly like this bad. I did think, obviously we've never had radiotherapy before, and you kind of don't know what you don't know, so I just thought as soon as the radiotherapy was done, she would just immediately get better. But obviously the treatment, the radiation's still in her body, like fighting all these cells off, killing these cells essentially. I just thought she would get better straight away, but it's not that straightforward. The radiation's still in her body, so she actually gets worse for longer. I didn't know that. So it's currently 9 days after radiotherapy finished, and this is just, it's the worst she's been. It's not good at all. I just hope she obviously starts getting better, because it's, like I say, it's not nice at all. The doctor did say it's not going to be straightforward. It's going to be a case of, you might get one good day, and then you might get one bad day, and then you might get one good day, you might get one bad day. And people in the comments have said, I've had radiotherapy, it took us months. Some people said it took them 18 months. So I'm like, bloody hell. But radiotherapy in different parts of the body is going to affect people differently. And now I will say, the radiotherapy that Holly's getting is, I believe, and obviously I'm biased because I'm in this situation I'm in right now, I think the head and the neck is going to be the worst radiotherapy you can get because you can't eat. Now obviously if you get radiotherapy around your chest, I don't know this by the way, it's not factual, but I would imagine you still can eat because it's not targeting your tongue or your neck. I might be wrong, and don't get us wrong, probably you would get loss of appetite if you were getting it on your chest. However, at least your throat isn't closed up, so hopefully we start improving because it's not nice at all. It's not nice. We have currently got Lewis at the gym. He goes to the gym around, say him at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I've got Tommy up here. We've been playing football, been in the gym as well. Lewis is coming out now. I've just did a quick TikTok video as well mentioning about Holly, the reality of radiotherapy, pretty much what we're dealing with. And in the video I mentioned 3 things that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the mental pain, which is like obviously introducing food back into Holly's body because she's struggling to drink the milkshakes, and also the mental battle of actually having a deadly disease, and then the mental torture of not being around the kids. She's pretty much lost out on like Harry being a newborn, if I'm totally honest. And then we've got the physical pain with all the operations, a mouth really sore, not being able to eat, physically not being able to get up because she's got no calories in her system. And then we've got the financial situation, which, don't get us wrong, we're absolutely sound, but somebody commented saying she got herself in £40,000 worth of credit card debt because she had to take time off work due to cancer. That's a reality of cancer, so trying to encourage people to save as much money as possible just in case anything like this happens. I know right now it's a very tricky time to be in because of all the cost of living, energy prices going up, all that sort of stuff, which everyone is aware of, but it is a reality of the situation. Just to give you a little insight, we did put in for one of the claims. We've both never been on benefits in our life, so I don't really even know which claim it was, but we put in for one of the claims just to see if we were like eligible for it really. And pretty much they laughed at us because we've got a rental property, and that rental property actually loses money every single month. And they basically said, like, they basically shut the claim down straight away and like kind of said, just sell your rental property, which is a valid point by the way, but we've never had any help off the government whatsoever. And I'm not a pity person, but just to be clear, we've never had any help whatsoever, and they pretty much said sell your property. But then even if you sold your property, the minimum to get any money basically to sell a house is going to be 3 to 4 months anyways. That's the quickest time you can pretty much sell a house, I think. So it is what it is, but again, all we are doing is sharing the reality of radiotherapy treatment around the head, the neck and the throat area, and this is what we're up against. We are currently 9 days out of radiotherapy and we've got Holly downstairs, so I'm gonna ask her how she is. So how you doing?
I'm okay.
You're alive.
I'm alive. I'm okay. I'm half dressed. I've got pajama shorts and normal t-shirt. So
we're currently tackling the office, and I've got all the stuff. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it all up. I'm going to put it in Harry's room, and then once everything's in Harry's room, I'm going to put it in the loft. But what we're going to do is make a conscious decision on absolutely everything in the house. We're going to start with the office first, and then go through the full house. If it's not getting used, it's either going to get binned or put in the loft, because this treatment could be going on for months, like backwards and forwards to the hospital appointments. And I just want the house as tidy as possible with the least amount of stuff in it as possible, because there's just so much clutter. This is Tommy's room, right? And as you can see, all them were off Christmas 2 years ago. He still hasn't played with any of them. Don't get us wrong, it might be our fault because we haven't gotten them down. However, he doesn't like playing with any of them, so I might just either charity shop them, bin them, or just put them in the loft until Harry is old enough to play with them. currently 8 o'clock in the afternoon, and I said this morning we were going to go to ASDA to get our click and collect. However, a delivery slot was there for 7:30 at night. So the delivery drivers just came and he's unloaded the van, and our shopping isn't there. Like, he's opened it to like unload it, and our shopping isn't there. So I'm currently having to go to Tesco's Express in CM because basically we've got no shopping for Tommy's packed lunch tomorrow. So I would normally be proper pissed off with this, right? Didn't really care, just it is what it is. The bloke was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's not his fault. I was like, don't worry about it. I don't care, just it is what it is. It's a tiny little problem. It's going to take us 10 minutes to go to the shop and then it's done. And hopefully I get me shopping tomorrow because we spent, it's a big shop, so hopefully it doesn't just go missing. But tiny problems happen in life, I guess. Stay positive.